How long have you been with FocusPoint?
A year and a half. I've been in the industry about 5
Great.
years.
Great. Hi, I'm Mike McCormick here at GBTA Studios, live in Toronto, and I'm here with Lisa Arredondo from FocusPoint International. She's here to chat a bit about what's happening with FocusPoint and what's happening in risk and security in general, right? Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
So we've had a lot of research, in the industry that's talked about the need for, really starting to segment within the company your various traveler types and look at risk and security differently depending on whether it's a female traveler, LGBT traveler, etc. Tell us a bit about that. Like, why is this important for companies? And then, how should they approach it especially when many of them don't have policies today?
Well, that's a fantastic question, and it's something that is a hot point with companies and with organizations right now. And I'm going to actually tackle the last question as to why it's important, is because as we start to find out more and more that duty of care is a responsibility of an organization, and that they need to be able to provide their employees with not only the awareness of the environment that they're going into, but also the risks that are associated with that environment. And then once they're able to do that, provide them with the tools and the resources so they can help mitigate those risks and have the skills when they enter in. So there's a couple of different ways that they can achieve this, and some of them, particularly with the segmentation that you mentioned, is they can provide specific destination reporting and educational training for them, the LGBT and women travel safety. They can create those kind of skill sets and the knowledge library, shall we say, for that. They can also ensure that their TRM programs are providing a travel portal which has a segment in there so they can access that 24/7 prior to trip as well as while they're in theater. And then they can also provide on-site training and training through webinars so that when someone is unused to an environment or they have questions about it, they can go and have the training brought to them so that individuals and professionals that deal with this on a day-to-day basis are able to give them those skill sets and then tap into their in-house knowledge. So people that have already traveled there, they understand it, and give them that peer-to-peer kind of education.
And so much of it is about preparation, right? Even before the trip begins, because if you're waiting for that, if you're already in like you said, in theater or during the trip, it's too late.
It's a little too late, yeah.
Right. So it's key. Preparation is the key. Programs are key. Segmentation is the key. But what are the trends you're seeing now? Like with aside from just really maybe in so many ways, so much of it is basics, but what trends are we seeing in the industry?
Some of the trends that we're seeing are that companies are asking more and more of their providers. They're going more to fully funded, fully indemnified travel risk management programs so that they're encompassing more than just a couple of key security events, and then they're encompassing truly what is going to happen in the journey. So they're providing full journey management from end to end.
Got it.
As well as you're seeing that companies are asking for more of geofencing through smart devices. Not only your phone, but maybe your Apple Watch, or maybe your anything with an IMEI number, and the ability to communicate back and forth if they see that they've gone off path. As well as having the ability to immediately notify any of your employees if something's going on while they're there, so they can make prudent decisions.
Right, because an area that is historically low risk could become a hotspot
in an instant.
Right? And being able to reach your travelers and communicate with them back to that duty of care responsibility. And
then be able to get them out should something be going on, so make sure that they're safe and sound prior to something happening.
I mean, even with all the surveying, I feel most times, if you were asked, companies, do they want to be responsible and look after and have good programs for the travelers, they'll all say yes. But it's like how many get put into action? Unfortunately, not enough yet, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Any words of advice for a travel buyer in terms of where to begin, what do they do when even if they don't have a program today, where do you start?
You should start to look at what the culture of your organization and where your values are, and what you want to achieve with the program. And then when you start to look at the programs, kind of put an analysis to, does this fit into how we travel? Does it fit into covering all of our employees that we want to cover? And where are the kind of the trigger points? You know, is it going to affect them adversely? Are we going to have a financial responsibility after that? So does that fit? And then compare them all. You know, make sure that it fits within kind of what they're trying to achieve.
Right. Great.
Yeah.
And one step at a time.
I know, it is. It's great.
Right.
Kind of like the training of the travel program, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Terrific insight, Lisa.
Excellent.
From FocusPoint International. I'm Mike McCormick here at GBTA Studios, live in Toronto.